My lovers, welcome to my channel, and today we are doing a what have they realized reading. What has your person realized about themselves through your connection? What have they realized about you? We look at how they're processing you mentally, emotionally, um, and then we get some advice from spirit. And then in the extended, if there's a third party connected to your connection, we look at what have they realized about that person and basically follow the same format. Now, what have they realized about themselves and about you? Um, it's interesting to watch these reading, but these readings, not just to know where they're at in terms of their headspace with regard to you, but remember everyone around you, and especially those that are most closely linked to us psychically, spiritually, and emotionally, they are mirroring back to us ourselves. So have an observe, have a look, and see if what they've realized about themselves is something that you've probably realized about yourself, maybe recently, or maybe you've already know that. Okay, so that's the kind of observations you want to make, because they are helping you heal, they are helping you evolve, and that's the way they do, by mirroring back to you yourself. So we don't just watch these readings just gratuitously. We watch to learn. Okay, so let's do a little energy check-in for them, and then we're gonna get into the reading. Just letting you guys know, don't forget that the 10% sale ends tomorrow, and I posted a post on my page. There's also a 24-hour special, and this 24-hour special is only for family tree clearings and twin energy clearings, because from the clients that I've been getting, that seems to be the kind of work that people are being asked to do. And for some reason, I've been feeling my father's energy very strongly since that lunar eclipse. So there's something about our ancestry that he wants me to look at. So I'll be doing that kind of work this weekend. Okay, so there's a 20% sale off on those services. Okay, all right, so what we have here, we have a completion. So they have completed some sort of cycle, learned some sort of lesson. Now it could be that there might be a death in the family, certainly. Okay, a death of their old self, certainly. Let's see what's going on. So your person's energy generally, their energy generally is complacency. All right, but it's feeling like depression to me, ain't it? It's feeling like depression. And even though we end one chapter, we know the next chapter is going to be bigger and better. There's a grief that always comes with, who we were, what we may have lost there, what we have to say goodbye to, and the things that's naturally need to be released. So it feels like this is the energy that they're in. It could be a woe is me sort of energy, certainly. We're gonna pull some cards and see what's going on there, but they're definitely not feeling up to it. They're not feeling top of top, as we would say in my culture. Not feeling too hot up. And we're gonna find out why they're in this energy. And we did get that death energy below, so for some of them it definitely could be the energy of grief. Their energy towards you. We have the choice. And I know some of you guys might be infuriated right now, because it always seems like they're making a choice, right? But here they are. Here they are yet again. Life journey, right? So they see you as part of their life journey. I don't think that they have a concept of themselves with you not being in their life. They see you guys as intrinsically intertwined. Okay, you're almost like the figurehead on the ship. You are their guiding light here, right? And maybe even their good luck charm, right? So they see you guys, navigating life as partners, even though you guys may not be physically together. There's an awareness for them that psychically, emotionally, you guys are intertwined. Okay? All right, let's clarify. This is the Hermetic Tarot. It's a lovely, lovely, lovely deck. Energy underneath the deck is Three of Pentacles, right? They're looking at their collaborations. They're looking at, good God, let us flow out, at their partnerships, particularly their partnerships with the people that they have identified as being karmic to them. All right, so that completion card makes sense now. I think your person is in a space where they realize that there are certain habits, certain behaviors, or even certain relationships that are basically played out at this time. Okay, they've done the work around it. They know exactly what they're meant to do. But as I saw in many of the family tree clearings this week, there's just a lot of looping. You've already done looping or repetition. You've already done the work. You've learned the lesson, but for some reason you just keep going back and going back. And it looks like that's what they've realized. They've done the work. They know exactly what to do. They just need to integrate the lesson and release, right? Whatever it is they're doing, whatever insanity that they're doing, doing the same thing over and over again, hoping for a different result, they're realizing it really is not working, right? I know better, then I need to do better. So this is where they are at. Now, the energy towards you is that they see you as part of their life's journey. We have a Queen of Pentacles in reverse, which is a karmic energy, and we have a Five of Swords. And what's really driving this realization is that there might be other people in their life that they are having a lot of conflict with, okay? Or there might be people that they realize have been gaslighting them, okay, at this time. And they're making a direct comparison between those people and you, and they kind of realize that, okay, Viewer is not like that. Viewer is so different. Viewer is so evolved, okay? And this feels like them wanting to do a course correction and choose differently. We have the Two of Wands in reverse, which goes to the Ace of Wands. Okay, it goes to the Ace of Wands. So this is them knowing that, nobody's going to save them. They need to save themselves. And the way they save themselves is to take action. Maybe your person is one of those persons that, all right, things are going to work themselves out. I don't have to do anything, okay? It's going to work itself out eventually. But they're realizing, no, this is not a working itself out eventually kind of situation. I have to choose. I have to take action. And this is where they're at. All right. What have they realized about themselves through your connection, through contact with you? What have they realized about themselves? We have gossip. Okay. What they realize is that they have allowed the opinions, whether real or perceived, opinions of others, they've allowed those opinions to basically rule and control and dictate their actions up till this moment, right? They're realizing that a lot of the decisions that they've made have been with other people in mind. How other people are going to react, what other people are going to say, right? Right? They've always been concerned about being seen as good and as successful in the eyes of other people. They've not been making decisions based on what they want and their own happiness, right? So this is something, and they realize they've not been the better for it. In fact, they have ended up in situations where they have basically gotten the shitty end of the stick. Because they didn't think about themselves. They thought about what other people will think about their decisions. Let's put some cards on that. We have here Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And it feels like all these chickens have come home to roost, because now they might be in a financially precarious situation. We have here the Eight of Cups that they know that they have to walk away from. Or there might be something in their life that they thought was stable, is breaking apart. We have the Hermetic Tarot. That's the Ace of Pentacles. And then we have the Ten of Wands. Oppression, the Lord of Oppression. Okay? So it feels like them thinking about other people, what other people say, what other people do, what other people think, has brought them nothing but pain and burden and unhappiness. Unhappiness. And they're realizing now that if they want something stable and if they want an abundant, happy life, if they want the life that they want, if they want the life that they truly want, then some things and some people got to go. That's what they're realizing. If they want the life they want, some things and some people have got to go and fuck what everybody else says. What have they realized about you? What have they realized about you? We have the Facade. And I'm getting a don't judge a book by its cover kind of energy. I think this person thought they had you all figured out, right? They thought it was all cut and dried, but they didn't realize that you had so many wonderful, lovely layers to peel back. Let's see. Facade. It could be also the energy of self-deception, right? Maybe they have made a deep dive below their own facade and they're now realizing exactly how they feel about you. We have here, what's this? Page of Swords in reverse. Seven of Cups. The Lovers. And we have the Nine of Cups. You know, what they realize is that they have taken such a scenic route, just to come right back to the starting point, which is you. It feels like it took you guys going through everything that you guys went through, including periods of non-communication, for them to realize exactly how they felt and their feelings for you. I think for some of you guys, your person might have been playing the field. We have the Seven of Cups here. And if it's one card about playing the field, it is going to be the Seven of Cups, right? Sampling that flower, you know, like a happy little bee. But it took no communication, falling out, and for some of you guys, you know, physical distance for them to really face their feelings for you. And their feelings for you are deep indeed. We have the Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is about being a wish come true, a dream come true. So for a long time, they fooled themselves that, you know, they didn't feel anything for you and it's all surface level. It might have been lust only, that kind of thing. I think that was a story that they were telling themselves. And it feels like as well, this energy of self-deception, right, is something that they get from their father. I don't know if their father might have been someone who was, you know, stoic, or did not believe in love, or might have been a philanderer, right? So there's something here about a program or a pattern that they got from their father that did not allow them to admit to themselves just how much they cared for you. So they had to take the scenic route. For some of them, they had to be with other people. They had to have that comparison. They had to have that heartbreak before they realized, you're the one I love. When they think about you now and they think about this connection, where's their mind at? We have the star. You know, you're high above everyone else. You're head and shoulders above everyone else. You're just shining so brightly, and they see you as very inspirational, not just to them, but also to other people. And they're worried. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, okay? And the Knight of Pentacles, you know, when he's in reverse, he's very paranoid. What are they worried about? Spirits, give me a card on that. What are they worried about? We have here the universe, which is the world card. They're worried that it might be over. They're worried that they just did too much, and that they destroy this relationship completely. They're worried that you might be already on your way to a fresh start, a new passionate relationship that certainly does not involve them. What are they thinking about you? They think that you are the high priestess, right? They trust you and they trust your intuition. And maybe there are things that you told them in the past that would happen. They may have scoffed at you at that time, but now they've seen it come to pass and they realize, oh, viewer really knows what they're talking about. They're really tapped in. They're really tapped in. Viewer did say that this would happen. So they trust you. They think that you are attuned and in alignment with the universe. And we see them here with the Ace of Pentacles. So when they think about you, they think about strong foundations with you. They're thinking about putting down roots with you. They're thinking about establishing something very solid, because this relationship has already stood the test of time. You guys have already passed the test. When you reflect on your relationship with this person, you've been through it all. You've been fucking through it all with this person. And the bonds are still there. And for some of you guys, stronger than ever. Let's look at their heart space energy for you. Heart space energy for you. We have avoidance, but I think that's the energy that they were in all this time. As I told you, it's something that they get from their dad. And maybe that's why my dad has been around this week. Maybe there's something that I get from him that I've been looping in as well. So that's something that you can reflect on too. What pattern have you gotten from your paternal figure? It could have been an uncle that was in your life, a stepdad, a dad, a grandfather, whoever was the father energy in your life. What pattern have you gotten from this person that might be sabotaging your relationships and sabotaging your life right now? So that's the work that I'll be doing this weekend. We have, when they think about you, it's admiration, right? They trust you, they admire you, they admire everything that you are, everything that you have achieved. I told you, they think that you're inspirational, right? We're going to see what they're shocked at, all right? We're going to see why they're shocked. We have feeling powerless because for a lot of them, they think that you're gone. You're already gone. And, we have all. This person really has you on a pedestal. Spirit tells us about this admiration card. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse. You know what they admire about you? That you've not allowed the world to make you disillusioned or cynical. You've been through a lot, but you're still open um, to humanity, to the good in humanity and the good in people. You're still open, you're still trusting, you're still loving. And they admire you for that. You are you, and you're not going to let your circumstances create, cynicism. Why are they shocked? We have here Strength card. They never thought that you would have enough strength to walk away from them or to have the boundaries that you have now. For them, it's been a complete transformation, a complete turnaround, and they're still trying to adjust to this new you. They feel powerless. We have the blasted tower, right? They think that this connection is crumbling, disintegrating. You are walking away, and they don't know what to do about it. And we have here the Eight of Swords. I think that they thought with the passage of time, their feelings for you, the esteem that they have for you would wane, and it hasn't. It hasn't. And for some of you guys, it's only grown stronger. The intensity of this connection, the things that they're experiencing through this connection, it's beyond compare. It's nothing that they've ever experienced before. And you have reconnected them to their inner child that is still capable of wonder and awe. What's the most important message that they want you to know right now? What's the most important message that they want you to know? We have Five of Cups. So you see, that's why we got that energy of grief. They'll let you know right now. They are grieving. They are hurting. And they're living with a lot of regret, right? For some of them, they may have chosen another partner, okay? They may have walked away from your connection to go to someone else. So there's a lot of regret that is associated with that. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse. They thought the grass was greener on the other side, but they didn't realize that the grass is green because it's fertilized with a lot of shit. So that's what they're realizing right now. Okay. We have here the Magician, so they want you to know that they too are changing, right? They're making big changes in their life, and they are recognizing how they may have breadcrumbed you. In the past, they didn't show up for you like you were showing up for them, right? They're seeing how this relationship wasn't equal at all, right? They were taking more than they were giving. And that is something that they are resolving to change. Okay? So big shifts for a person as they really, interrogate themselves, interrogate the relationship that they have with their father, and the lessons that they learned from this father through his presence or absence. That's what they're really reflecting on at this time. And it feels like we are being asked to reflect on that as well. That there's something there for us to learn. We have gifts, the joy guides. So it feels like you are kind of on the other, you've kind of graduated out of this karmic cycle. And because you've graduated out of this karmic cycle, it feels like you are about to get your reward from the universe, and the reward that they're going to bless you with is joy and things to be joyful about. Okay? We have decisions, higher self. So your higher self is coming through, and they're saying that your person isn't the only person that has decisions when it comes to love. Remember that first card we got was choices. Their higher self is letting you know they're not the only person with choices. You are not locked into this either. You have choice. And especially you have choice in love. They're letting you know that, right? So it looks like one of the gifts that you might be receiving in short order is going to be choices in love. Spirit saying you don't have to stay by this person. You don't have to stand by them. You don't have to wait for them. You too have choices, right? It's not just up to them. You have agency. And you can choose someone else if you want to. They're letting you know that. And they are going to be sending choices for you. They are going to be sending suitors. So put on your discernment. And may the best person win. You deserve the best. Okay? All right, my love. So that was your reading. I hope that that was helpful. Yeah. I just want to thank you guys for just being so wonderful, just for being loyal subscribers, part of our soul community. You've really, lifted me up in my darkest moments, right? Particularly when my dad died. So I just want to thank you guys for that. Okay? All right, my loves. Take care. Much love.